Hello, this is Nick Andre, your instructional designer, welcoming you to another video series. In this video series, I'm going to be demonstrating how to use Blackboard Collaborate to conduct an online meeting. Blackboard Collaborate is a web conferencing software that will allow you and your students to meet online. To begin, I'm going to open up Mozilla Firefox, and I would recommend that you use the same web browser that I do, so this way whatever's on my screen will be the same that's on your screen. If you do not have Firefox installed on your home computer, simply go to firefox.com and follow the instructions on their webpage. You'll notice when my Firefox opens up, it'll open up to the Mansfield University homepage. If yours does not, simply change the address to mansfield.edu and hit enter. Okay. When the page loads up, click in the Quick Links menu up on the upper right corner, and then underneath Web Logins, click Desire to Learn. All right, now I'm going to type in my username. And then I'm going to hit the Tab key and type in my password. And then press Enter. All right, in this demonstration, I'm going to be using the Distance Ed course shell. Of course, you're going to use whatever course you're in to get into your online meeting. So let me go up here to the black bar. Underneath where it says Select a Course, I'm going to choose the Distance Ed Council. And you'll notice this course shell is different than your course shell. To make it convenient for our members, we've modified the nav bar so that the online rooms appear right up top. Now, your online room link might be found under the Communication menu. So you might have to first click on Communications, then click Online Rooms. In either case, it'll get you to this same area. When you get to this page, down at the bottom in the table, you should see a link for your online room. In this demonstration, I have created a room called Blackboard Collaborate Demo. And I'm able to join this room because right next to it, there's a link called Join. When I click on this link, Firefox is actually going to block it from happening. That's because I need to leave D2L to go to the Blackboard website to use Blackboard Collaborate. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to go up to the info bar just underneath the address. It's this yellow area. Click on Options, and then click Allow Pop-ups. Another way of doing this is holding the Control key on your keyboard, and then click the Join link. That should override the block-up control. Since I'm using Firefox, when I get to the Blackboard Collaborate website, I am greeted with a dialog box that's asking me, what would you like to do with this meeting file? Would you like to open up the meeting, or would you like to save the file? I'm going to leave a dot next to Open. And you'll notice right next to Open With is the name of the program I'm going to use to open up the meeting file. If you do not have the Java app installed on your computer, it will not appear here. This could be a problem because Blackboard Collaborate requires that you have Java installed on your computer. So what I would recommend you doing is pausing the video, going to java.com, installing the virtual machine, and then after it installs, resume the video so you know what's going to happen next. So let me leave this on, Open With, Java, and I'm going to click OK. If all goes well, Firefox is going to open up that meeting file and start loading Java. I guess the latest version we're up to is Java 7. And Java is going to actually download the Blackboard Collaborate app. Depending on how fast your internet connection is, this could take a while. So I'd recommend you start this at least 15 minutes before the meeting is scheduled to begin. All right, do you want to run this application? Of course I do, so let me click the Run button. And two things are going to appear. The Blackboard Collaborate splash screen asking for me to accept the user agreement, and the Windows security dialog letting me know that in order for Blackboard to work, you need to open up some ports in your firewall. Keep it simple. I'm just going to click Allow Access. And then I'm going to click the Accept button. If you're concerned about privacy, I would encourage that you read these two hyperlinks. So let me click Accept. And the last question it's going to ask me is, how do you connect to the internet? What's the speed of your connection, if you will? I'm going to leave mine as DSL/cable, or cable/DSL. Let me click OK. What's going to happen, I'm going to make a connection to the Blackboard host, and then I'm going to authenticate me or the user. Since I'm the mediator, the moderator, I will have this little dialog box popping up reminding me that this is set to manually record. That is, hey, before you begin your meeting, you might want to hit the record button so you don't lose your meeting's archive. I'm just going to click close. And before I begin, I'm actually going to maximize this application so all I see is a Blackboard Collaborate. So like I said earlier, Blackboard Collaborate is a web conferencing tool. It allows us and our students to get together via the internet. It also allows us to record that meeting so we can look back at it, or students can refer back to it and get their notes that they might have missed during the meeting. This software allows you to have several different ways of communicating. We can go back to the old instant messaging days. So over here on the left in the tool pane, down at the bottom, I have this chat box. I'm going to grab this box by clicking and holding it and drag it over here to the content pane. The reason why I'm doing that is because it's going to allow me to resize this box. So let me hover over the border above chat and grow this window up. And you'll notice that I am the only participant in this meeting. How do you know that? Well, once again, over on the left in the tool panel, I see a box called Participants, and in the main room, it's just me. As my members start logging in, I will start seeing their names appearing from underneath mine. You will also notice these icons up here. Since I'm the moderator, I get to control what my users or my participants are allowed access to. If I don't want them to use their microphone, I can disable that. This is a really cool feature because if they have feedback or some noise coming in that's disrupting the meeting, just find where their name is, click on their microphone icon to turn it off. You can do it with the video. You can do it with application sharing, with internet following, and so on. We'll get more into that with other videos. But for now, I just want to show you that the participant area is over here so you can get a list of all the different people that are in your meeting. I'm going to actually collapse this area so that all I see is just my name, the participants, and then a few little icons. I'm going to bring the chat box back underneath the participant area. And when I do that, you see it restretched and filled in that void underneath participants. So like I said, there are several different ways to communicate in Blackboard Collaborate. You can use the chat message. So underneath this window, there's a little text box. And now I can type in, hello, everyone. And for all the people that are in my meeting, they'll get that message. This is very useful for dial-up connections or people having troubles with microphones.